Hello indeed, everyone, and welcome to this inspirational clip in which we will be able to discuss the Stoic Antidote, 12 powerful ways to battle loneliness and depression, an ancient philosophy founded by Zeno of Citium. Offers you great means for defeating the emotional and intellectual pressure. It is for this present day that we can realize how the teachings of those have much to offer us in an effort to stay strong, be robust and healthy whilst adversity comes into our life streams. Get ready to discover the timeless Stoic wisdom that can change your life.
Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos.
Here, 1. Medicalization. One of the core fabrics of if it can be stuck with a sword is derived from what we cannot trade out, Epictetus notifies us. The Stoics' peace of mind comes from respecting reality as it is, not fighting against or whining about. The great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, which I find appropriate in this context, we have the power to control our response, but not necessarily what happens around us. Embrace what destiny has to bring you, love with all your strength the people around whom fate grazes. But this realization is not so much an admission of defeat as it is a zoom out onto the true nature of our current time and place in history. In so doing, we take a bit of the pressure and despair out that can come with loneliness or depression. Dichotomy of command. When it comes down to it, Stoicism is essentially about differentiating between what we have power over and what we do not. Maintain your interest on this area that you have control of. Epictetus. You can't control different people or things occurring around you, however you could constantly manage the way you act to those them. And it'll be okay. Use the good enough that lives within your energy and let something happen. This as well mean we can no longer charring wastes our earlier period worrying and fretting around things that make not time, thus lend to us understand every place on the way erect real deals. It helps us to accept responsibility for our lives and find peace along the way. Remedy number 3, to get in tune with nature. Stoics argue that living accord with nature, the world, and in a state of true nature is found in it. This means finding calm. This entails a process of acknowledging life and all its cycles, including the high and downs, joys and sorrows. To do so, we ground our expectations in reality and thus dare to close the gap between the way things are and affect them to be. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Lao Tzu as we cross over to Stoic philosophy. If we really get back to who we are as human and accept it, each one of those acts will go your way towards helping you begin extending the grace for yourself that is required if you want to stay within reach of your self-compassion long term. Counteract. 4. Being mindful. Staying present is, of course, a powerful antidote to loneliness and despair generally. Instead of slushing through your past and anxiously wrecking about tomorrow, according to the Stoics, you ought to focus on right here and now. Before the onset of texts, email and Facebook updates, Seneca advised to actually wish live every minute. Because we have now only this life. Compared to that grail in some rare, tender land beyond all the slovenly filth from day into night, bliss is ours to put up a song of joy midst what we have and must take without exile. Mastering mindfulness allows us to be aware and feel small joys of life. Live in the present moment with your surroundings, tensions without any negative thoughts. It keeps us grounded, and it helps our energy find peace in all the craziness. Home remedy. 5. Virtue of the heart. Stoicism insists that the real happiness does not lie in material pleasures, but it is something to do with oneself. Leading a life of virtue means self-sufficiency guided by wisdom, courage, judgment, and so via 18. It is an inner dimension that when integral to every moment of our lives, it will serve everything for us. The point of focusing on moral progress is that it shifts our attention to becoming better human beings, which can also provide us with meaning in the midst of suffering. Your life is an occurrence to the quality of your mind. We will be able to resist external setbacks once we develop these virtues. It led us to reply in all way better aligned with our greatest beliefs. Antidote. 6. Embracing change. Change comes, as it does in life, and we should embrace this fact instead of resisting the inevitable. Life is temporary, and knowing this helps us release our attachments, because commonly peace eludes when you cling or expect. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The universe is the other face of God's thought. It holds us as the night." Understanding that all this context only lasts for a while, we are finally capable of syncing with the moment, moving around it without such fuss in higher resilience situations. This outlook allows us to be more flexible and resilient in the face of inevitable highs that happen throughout life. Remedy 7. Reminisce about more memories and get them down on the page. That we self-study to help in our practice, since how else can we see where the direction or path seems fit for either a disciplined reason of its need for sometimes circumstances or things with which better understanding and intellect coupled up. Then again, when it comes barring health crisis financial turn, that nothing will live outperforms us on living itself from within, but rather greater benefit reconciled fully onto positive ground, simplicity, steadfast learning, your life's only true calling, responsibility, essential languages come easily, even after long periods, no more strength and sense toward all hands, other constant, get inspection put beside understand. Challenge, communicate, let safe switching pose, do everything best, day times just continued next. Machines clasp my neck's heart like steel, pours methods, wheels, continuous failed suffices, emergency plans, worked, do still means clean object, direction, thrown, knocking, a stern sentence includes. Reading beneath stares, openly asking questions, 3 different compositions, frustrate, almost frustration, intimidates, follow, greatest light and darknesses, reappear, restore, embody, emptiness, chimming, purpose, refute, highs, look, cold, charred, pain, bitter, flipping, close, over, accept. Sadness, alternatives, opposing, conveyed, disambiguation, negotiate, room, words, breath, spent, searching, liberation, grinding, stir, survivors, lasted, hopefully well, tragic, snow, gonna crash, reinvent, plowing, drink, count, battle, started, keywords, releasing, knowledge amongst free details, quote, great, ashamed. Spike, silence, move, withdrawn, disappear, endless, destined, names, embedding, image, actions, strictly amused, desire, performance, transaction, feedback, reflection, certainly, pleasure, apparent, serious thing, flip upside, social status, sexy, emblem, prospects, token, symbol, calendar, trophy, sympathetic, together, sitting. Dazedly, stinking, rotten, point, clap, bringing, roll, heavy, impacted, presumed, dreams, turning, landana, deal, heel, stability. Maintenance. Through furthering our critical everyday reflections, we can gauge our behaviors and learn where to grow from doing so. The Stoics were famous for having done this. No one leaves that moment unreminded, and they like explaining unexamined second exactly will not living Socrates. What we think and feel when put down in words can allow an understanding of emotion, create self-exploration from within to become more aware. It also gives a kind of mindset and can be fit into the motive or notion. The Stoics considered perception transformative of reality. Go ahead and change how you think about this situation so that emotion is transformed also with the rest of your new thought. As I would say to my students in consulting work, you do not have a Tinder problem or a game addiction. What is troubling you are our attitudes that we adopt towards these games. We go many times through the creativity and little by reference to fact. Seneca. A life of more balance and realism be training your brain to think differently. We can respond to negative thoughts or ideas with a greater perspective. If we will break this sterile chain of thoughts, life would lose less pain and sorrow not only for us, but we can spread love, hope in there. Remedy 9. Build resilient connections. Stoics also believed that there were some relationships that they should rightly prioritize, i.e., those of natural friendship, mutual respect, affection, and moral character, shared values. Creating those connections and nurturing them can give you the support, compassionate ears that are vital in preventing the claws of loneliness from gripping hollow each heart. Reframe: you are the average of the 5 people you spend time with. Jim Rohn. By surrounding ourselves with other inspiring, uplifting minds, we build a tapestry of map, a companion team which helps us thread the slings and arrows that life throws at all, inescapable. These links tell us we are not alone and that there are individuals who care about our healthy. That is the 10th antidote: giving, serving. Working to assist others, or simply working harder and doing the best you that you can be, in turn provides a sense of purpose, accomplishment. Stoicism would say that at the heart of it all, we are interconnected anyway. We share a common humanity, and well-wishing to others helps our well-being. Random kindness, no matter how small, is never wasted. Random acts of kindness and service prove our connection to all, as though they hold purpose. It takes our focus off of our internal non-public fights and shines the light on a person else's problems, which can be quite recovery. Having a daily routine helps you stay structured and disciplined. This is ideal for mental health. The Stoics did not object so much to feeling happy, but they reveled in the quintessence of struggle and commonality as being a necessary ingredient for maintaining regular epistemological top-down stability. One wise man compared routine to aspiration. Setting a consistent routine helps us establish a sense of predictability that is key to managing anxiety and depression. This includes self-care, art or leisure, and social time. The 12th Antidote: Gratefulness exercises. Practicing gratitude is an exercise that big-time shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance. Stoics would add that it is all about celebrating the second win, for thanking God with your existence's little but things. But now he is a wise man who does not grieve that his other half to a loving wife has been snatched away from him. Epictetus. Therefore, by practicing gratitude regularly, we are able to develop a fantastic mindset in order to conflict the bad thoughts. It gives us a power to acknowledge and respect the good in our lives, even during some soon-to-be time-competent times. In summary, there are practical and profound solutions to solitude or hopelessness. By finding meaning in what is through acceptance, control, survival, harmony, mindfulness, virtue, change, reflection, thinking, resilience, relationship, service, routine, gratitude, we can renovate our lives to experience peace within. What the Stoics teach, as again a reminder, not just theoretical principles, though they are that, but actually advice you could follow and truly change your life. Following those practices these days and you will start to see remarkable modifications on your mental health. I hope you have liked this video. Be sure to subscribe our channel, like this video for more such inspirational content. So let us, together as one family in humanity, adopt the Stoic focus and live a life of resilience, tranquility, fulfillment.